everybody, Dom here. Breaking news! Competitive matchmaking may be coming to Team Fortress 2. Competitive matchmaking and serious competitive play in Team Fortress 2 isn't well supported within the game. For years, players have had to go to third-party websites for competitive play things such as tournament and lobby functionality. This may change in the not-too-distant future. Early 2015, the popular Team Fortress 2 gaming network Team Fortress TV got in contact with Valve. After an exchange of emails, Valve requested a list of prioritized features the competitive community would like to see. A list was made, and in early April 2015, a few people who were noteworthy characters in Team Fortress 2's competitive scene took a trip to Valve's headquarters. They were surprised to find Valve already at work on changes to the game to better support competitive play. The following is information from the people who visited Valve. They published a blog post on April 29, 2015, and talked on a podcast May 1st. Links to all these things will be made available alongside this video. This information may not be reliable, and things may change in the future. With a small disclaimer out of the way, here are all the things we know about the future Team Fortress 2 competitive matchmaking update. When matchmaking is added, it'll likely not be up to par. Valve sees it as an interactive process, where they'll collect community feedback and make improvements over time. Valve sees competitive matchmaking as a good way to collect data on how to balance weapons in the future. Ideally, Valve balances all weapons, so that everything could be used in competitive play. In the meantime, there will be a way to ban weapons from being used. They themselves don't want to force item restrictions, however. A pay-to-enter system, comparable to Tour of Duty tickets for Man vs. Machine, is being discussed internally, but Valve really doesn't know yet if they want to use such a system or monetize in such a way. In standard competitive play, currently the most popular formats are 6-on-6 and 9-on-9 Highlander. Highlander is what it's called when every player in each team has to play a different class. Valve hasn't yet decided what formats they want to support, but are leaning towards smaller groups of people versus a 12-on-12 standard server. Matchmaking games will use Valve's existing network of servers. No word yet on if third parties can also provide servers for matchmaking games. Matchmaking may use a system to match players of comparable skill levels together. It will be possible to queue up with friends in matchmaking. The competitive matchmaking system may have a seasons or ladder component. The idea is, players earn points or something and climb a leaderboard. At some undetermined interval of time, the leaderboard is reset and everyone has to start over. As part of the system, players will level up. This is based off of how good the player is overall, and not as a single class. There may be an item like a badge that the player can wear that keeps track of statistics. One final bit of information is, Valve is estimating matchmaking to release October 2015. Note this isn't an absolute date set in stone, so don't get disappointed if it launches outside of October. And that was all the known information about competitive matchmaking. However, there are a few other interesting things learned from the trip to Valve. Team Fortress 2 will be getting some sort of integrated feature to watch live streams. Right now, roughly 20 people at Valve are working on Team Fortress 2. Valve wants to get more involved and help out big tournaments. They ask people organizing big tournament events to email them, as they may send free merchandise and stuff for the event. A Source Engine 2 port of Team Fortress 2 is not out of the question to happen sometime in the future. It's just not a priority at Valve at the moment, as there really isn't a reason to port it yet. And that's about it for this breaking news update. Thanks for watching! Like if you enjoyed or learned something new, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Au revoir!
Hello everybody and welcome to some exciting Bionicle 2015 news. So today the news I have to report to you is that another Bionicle 2015 exclusive mask has been revealed. In fact, this one is one that is very sought after because of its lack of a presence in the 2015 summer sets. That is right, we have a transparent blue mask of water, or as old fans sometimes like to call it, the Cow Cow, worn by Golly, Master of Water. The catch? Well, the existence of this mask was first reported on by not a novelty account, okay.tumblr.com, and he went to a LEGO Inside Tour showing in Denmark, I believe, and it's something that you could apply for earlier this year. It was basically a tour of the LEGO facilities, from what I understand, and you can no longer apply for it, but he got a ton of free loot while undergoing this tour, and among minifigures and promotional items and Simpsons minifigure packs and keychains, this Bionicle mask was one of those free pieces of loot. as part of something called the 2015 LEGO Inside Tour Bionicle event, of which details are very scarce. As it stands, this person is the only person that has reported acquiring this mask, of which it says in the packaging there are only 200 in existence. So it's going to be a very sought after collectible, much more so than the Clear How, unless, as the others were theorizing with me last night when we were discussing this, it is released via other mediums, like maybe the Activity Book later this year, or some other shop-at-home polybag giveaway. Who knows? It could be available in other ways, but for now, the LEGO Inside Tour is the only way to obtain it. So for us regular fans who are not able to take this tour, let's just hope it becomes available for not too crazy of a price on eBay later down the line. Well, that's probably just wishful thinking. Feel free to discuss this mask on the TTV message boards, and stay tuned to TTV for more exciting Bionicle news. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching.
The Russian Space Agency says that its out-of-control spacecraft has burnt up as it re-entered the Earth's atmosphere. Re-entry was over the Pacific, it said, and only a few fragments were expected to hit the sea. The unmanned cargo ship was launched from Kazakhstan on 28 April, but control was lost soon afterwards. The Progress M27M was carrying more than 3 tons of supplies to the International Space Station. Russian Space Agency Roscosmos said, the Progress M27M spacecraft ceased to exist at 5:04 Moscow time, 2:04 GMT, on May 8, 2015. It entered the atmosphere over the central part of the Pacific Ocean. Progress was to deliver food, water, fuel, oxygen and clothing to the crew of 6 people on the ISS, which orbits about 420 kilometers, 250 miles, above Earth. But after a communications failure, it began spiraling out of control. Since then, it has been slowly descending, and orbiting Earth in a pattern that takes it over the eastern United States, Colombia, Brazil and Indonesia. The capsules were designed to burn up in the atmosphere after delivering their cargo. A special commission has been set up in Russia to investigate why Progress was lost. In 2011, one of its predecessors was destroyed when it crashed soon after takeoff in Siberia. Even after Progress loss, the astronauts have enough supplies to keep them going until the next expected delivery on 19 June. A Roscosmos spokesman told Reuters that the loss was valued at 2.59 billion rubles, $50.7 million, £32.9 million.